weaken trade winds. The winds normally push warmer water westward. During El Nino, they slow down or reverse. So the U.S. Is often wetter in the southern U.S. and warmer in the northern U.S. during the winter. Um, so basically, it says El Nino events typically occur every 2 to 7 years, usually developing in spring or summer and peaking around December. Hence the name El Nino, meaning the boy in Spanish, referring to the Christ child. So, because December, it basically says it peaks around December, Christ, the boy child. I guess that's where they came up with the name, but
What?
that's basically it.
I was with you all the way till the end. Like, once
Well,
they
that's
started,
why that's why they said that's why it's called that. I mean, I don't know. We don't know for sure, but because El Nino in Spanish is boy. So, I mean, December, I guess they're trying to like relate it to Christ somehow. I don't know, but anyway, that's why.
I'm confused, but I get it. Wow.
I didn't make up this look. This is Google. You can't trust it.
I read you just reading it. I hear you. Well, bottom line is it definitely has been some extreme weather patterns around the country and around the world. Just be careful. Like I said, what's the name the other day was shut down. The airport, Newark. It's too much rain. It's too much water everywhere. People stuck, couldn't move around. People stuck in their cars trying to get rescued. All types of nonsense. So, anyway,
You gonna talk about Nikki or nah?
Nikki suing? Go ahead.
All right. So if you don't know, Nikki has been very vocal lately on her social media platforms. Last week she came at Rock Nation, Jay-Z about potentially owing her hundreds of millions of dollars. And this week she has started shooting at SZA. So indirectly shooting at Dolce, Beyonce, and directly shooting at SZA. And so basically what happened was Nikki started tweeting out, or she was on X, and she started talking about, I guess, oh God, a number of things. Nikki has like a history of coming at women in the industry. Like, it doesn't matter who it is, she's gonna kind of come at them. Little Kim told us a little while ago about how her interaction with Nicki Minaj went. And I think that it's like Nicki has become who she tried to say that Little Kim was, which was basically hard to deal with in so many words. But basically, how it started with SZA was that SZA had tweeted out, of course she's on tour with Kendrick Lamar for the Grand National Tour. So she's, all over the place. She had tweeted something out to the effect of, the season is in retrograde, don't fall for the bait. And all day, Nikki had been tweeting out just kind of angry tweets. And then at some point, Nikki's fans, I guess, made her aware of the post that SZA posted and tried to say that SZA was coming at Nikki with that post. And I don't really see the correlation. Even SZA's former manager with TDE came out and said that back in 2020, SZA and Nicki Minaj were supposed to do a song together, and that never happened. And I don't know if Nicki Minaj felt a certain way about that, but at the time, SZA was deep in album mode, so it's possible that it just didn't happen because of timing. Either way, Nicki started to come at SZA's looks, started to come at her career. I mean, talking about she's drawing her freckles on, talking about she can't sing, she sounds like a hurt dog or a hit dog. I'm not quoting verbatim, but this is just what I remember. And then it just went on and on. And then like SZA was like, look, I'm not on that weird shit that you on. And it's just kind of allowed Nikki to talk to herself for the rest of the tweets. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. I probably missed a couple of things, but now you get the gist.
This has kind of been Nikki's MO though, because like she recently came for Jay-Z. And this is where like I don't want to take nothing away from Nikki because she's had an amazing career. I mean, still has had an amazing career, but it's like why you got to shit on other people's achievements and it just comes off like you're keeping yourself relevant in the internet world, because of course people are going to talk about this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why you got to shit on your girl? I mean, SZA's achieving some amazing stuff, but it's like,
how many Grammys? SZA has like 5 Grammys.
Yeah, and I'll ask you, and I'll ask you, and really this goes to any of the women, because Nicki's been very vocal about the idea, like, if you, I guess, come off like a boss as a woman, you come off like a bitch, versus like if a dude is, stern in his ways or whatever, it's just, it's, like it's tolerated. You know what I'm saying? So, but this type of stuff right here just seems corny. It's like, why you got to shit on homegirl?
It's a difference. So. Yeah, it's a difference, because I feel like SZA was minding her business and caught astray just because she tweeted something out that Nicki believed was a direct shot at her, which I don't believe that it was. If you've been following SZA for a while, you know that she might tweet out some weird shit just because that's just her personality, right?
Like, I've never seen her attack nobody.
She minds her business, for the most part. And then like for Nicki to dig up old tweets of SZA, I think before she became who we know her as in her artistry, and SZA basically back in the day had said some things, maybe not so nice things about Beyonce or Rihanna, but it's kind of like, listen, if that was 8-10 years ago, whatever, or even more 12 years ago, like, why are we bringing that up? That has nothing to do with you, Nicki Minaj. She never said anything directly to you to spar this back and forth online. And then, like, I hate to say this, but Nicki is over 40 years old, a wife and a mother, and she has other responsibilities, other priorities. She just came off a really successful tour. From what I understand, the tour was successful. So it's like, happy people don't do this. If you're happy with yourself, with your life, you don't attack people. Like, if you have a financial grievance against Roc Nation, take them to court if you believe that that's the necessary, thing that you need to do. But airing out stuff online is just, I just don't think that that's what GOATs do. You know what I'm saying? You're ruining your legacy. You're ruining your career, because now people are thinking, oh, well, this is what Nicki Minaj is going to be known for, is her Kanye West-like rants. And that's not who she is. She's actually a really decent artist, above decent, a really great artist in her prime, in her artistry. But now she's trying to deplete that legacy, and I just don't think that it was necessary at all. Oh, Jenny has her hand up, so.
What you got, Jenny?
Just to answer your question, Raymond, no, definitely as a boss babe, I get called bitch all the time, because being aggressive, and I'm very direct, and I don't do that thing they call sugarcoating. I mean, I'm not an Eminem, but anyway, there's a huge difference, because as a boss babe, you're not supposed to be catty and like attacking people. That has nothing to do with the business. You're straight about the business. That should be, all that it is. But something that tickles me though, 40 is old. Like a lot of the a lot of the comments to Nicki is like calling her old. She needs to sit her older. And I'm just like, I didn't know.
Well, they say the new auntie qualification age is 35 and up right now. So if you're 35 and up, you an auntie right now.
But I'm an auntie. I am a proud auntie.
There you go. Own it. No.
I'm in my 30s. I don't consider myself an auntie yet.
Auntie.
But what I will tell you, what I want to tell you about the 40-year-old debate and stuff like that is not that 40 is old, is that she is too mature, too grown to be going back and forth online about something as mediocre as, so she actually said in her tweet, so SZA thinks that she's more successful than me. And that right there, that one sentence right there told me everything I need to know about this whole thing, because women who are really empowering other women in this space don't do that. And if she's trying to say like, okay, well, rappers go at each other, and yes, they do in competitive ways. Yes, they do. They do all the time. But in this sense, you're doing more harm to your own career than you are proving that you're actually the better rapper. Doechii just won Rap Album of the Year, and I think that may have ruffled some feathers for her, because she did put out an album, But my whole thing is just get in the booth and prove that you're the best.
That would
prove
be
that
that
you're
would
the
be
best.
my point. Stop the
That's
internet.
stop the internet stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What you got, Holly Grove? What's going down? How's things out there in NOLA?
Oh well, I was out there in NOLA for Essence. I'm back home in Houston, but y'all was talking about Nicki Minaj, and this is a topic that I've spoke on, many times. If y'all know me, I got a couple of people that work, with Cash Money, like closely with Cash Money. If you know who they is, you know who they is. I'm not gonna mention them, but I had a conversation with my frat brother who works over there, and he was like, "Hey, bro, you gotta stop." Because I would every time I would see Nicki do something goofy, I will address it. You know what I'm saying on Twitter, like this is goofy behavior. Like this is why you're not getting no Grammy votes because you doing goofy shit, and then it turns off the Grammy voters. You know what I'm saying? Which at that time was they didn't have a lot of black people in voting for these categories. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you said, like baby, you fought it. Like why are you still playing these internet games? You know what I'm saying? And I say this about not just her. I say this about all these motherfuckers is my age because I'm 41. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's my age now and y'all playing these internet games, man, y'all gotta y'all gotta time out for that because it's childish. You know what I'm saying? Like it hurts your legacy because you have a lot of people that look up to you and don't know you in that light. You have a lot of fans that are overseas that don't be on Twitter, that don't know about what you're doing. And then now, because of the social media era that we're in, where anything that happens on social media gets reported in mainstream news, the CNN, the TMZ, the ABC News. Why would you even do that? You know what I'm saying? It's very ugly. And it's like, that's one of the things I've always said about her. Like, she tears down so many women. You know what I'm saying? It was like, why can't you just be an uplifter to these young women? Because they're younger than you. Megan Thee Stallion is younger than you. Cardi B is younger than you. SZA's younger than you. All these women who you have these issues with are younger than you, with the exception of Lil Kim. You know what I'm saying? So why can't you uplift them? You claim to be the queen. You know what I'm saying? Queens don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you tearing down everybody just to make yourself look better. And that's always been my problem with her. That's been my problem with her back when she was with Gucci Mane then. That was my problem with her when she was with Young Money. And that's my problem with her now. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, a lot of people don't vote for her when it comes to the Grammy. And, just to be honest, not trying to be funny, anytime that she's been in that category for best rap album, she's never had the best album.
Yep.
She got great albums. I'm not saying nothing wrong with her album.
As I said, she dope. She's had a great career, but like I said, the goofy shit, like you said, it kills the relationships. I think you know what I mean.
It's like Kanye. We all know Kanye is a freaking musical genius, but all that goofy internet shit that he do is just like it tarnishes your legacy. And it's like, it gives me, like my partner said the other day, and I laughed. He said, "Oh, just another crackhead crash out." And I bust out laughing, but that's what it gives me. It gives me cocaine vibes. Like, you gotta relax for that.
Yeah, man. Jeannie, give us a quick point. We're gonna play some music.
Yeah, because today the online entry process for the Grammys started. I wanted to mention that because he bring up the Grammys, and as a reminder that the Grammy Award is a peer-based award, meaning yes, if you're not networking and getting along with people, no, you're not going to get anywhere. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. New Music Wednesdays. Welcome, everybody. Good to see the background CL back at the crib chilling on a Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Thank everybody for pulling up. Check this one out, y'all. Very cool tactic from LaRussell. I mean, he is very interactive, very open with his fans. He put a little post up and told everybody to go to his link, and he had a DJ pack for about 5 different songs. So I thought a very good tactic, and the idea wasn't even tripping about go purchase, go stream. Direct delivery DJ packs if you went to his link in his bio, and that's how I came across that song and about 4 others in which full DJ packs and did them so okay. I think his engineer could have did a little bit better on some of the intros, but I thought it was a good tactic as far as we talk a lot about how do the artists or how are we getting music. So like I said, he's very interactive with his fans and the DJs. So his particular post was go to the link in his bio, grab the DJ packs. So that was one of them right there. So what's up, Holly Grove? All right. What you got? What you got?
Hey,
what you
that
think
motherfucker slap. You heard that?
Yeah. No, it goes hard. It sound good on the big speakers too. It sound good on the big speakers. So.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, shout out to Lil Jon. I haven't heard from Lil Jon in a while. Good to hear him back, sounding, strong. Shout out to Lil Russell. Keeps on creating, man. That's one thing I like about him. The dude does not stay like down. He doesn't play by the rules. Does his own thing. I got to check out the other records, like you said. And he's always innovating, man. It seems like I haven't heard any other artists telling you to go get most. Like we said, they don't even know what DJ packs are. So
serious. I don't know how we're in the digital age. And people still don't have a fucking clue about what a DJ pack is. It's mind blowing. You know what I mean? I mean, Digiwaxx has been around 25 years. I mean, there's been so many other record pools that have come along since then, and artists still do not know what a damn DJ pack is. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, man. Well, I did want to say something about Nicki Minaj. I think the end of the day, everything y'all said was right. Her tearing down other artists and. It just seems like she has something else going on in her life that might be triggering a lot of this stuff, or maybe this is just who she is. But go get some help, man. Sometimes it's like, these artists, you're not too good to like go talk to somebody. You're not too good to try to deal with some of your demons and things that we have. We all got problems, man, but they come out. And, she may not. She has to realize what she's doing, but she may not think it's a problem, but. Clearly, this pattern is there's something else going on with you. I don't know if it's your marriage. I don't know if it's what happened with your father or your mother. There could be 1,000 things, but go get help. That's all I'll say.
I mean, it makes it seem like the cocaine validations are real. You know what I'm saying? Because these be some crash outs, yo. These be some crash outs. You know what I'm saying? Like, ma, you know what I mean? Quit skiing a little something. You know what I mean? Yeah. What up, Britt?
I just think a last little part that I want to add to the conversation regarding Nicki Minaj is also her fans. And you can have a very toxic fan base that, yes, you're a toxic person, but if your fans get behind that and they also start to attack people, we have seen this in other fan bases too. So I'm not just singling out Nicki Minaj, but the Barbs in particular will double down on whatever she says. Whether it is, well, I'll have something to say about the Beehive too, because the difference between the Beehive and the Barbs is that Beyonce hardly ever makes any public declaration of animosity towards any other artist. If anything, if she has anything to say, she puts it in her music. Now, where the difference is between the Beehive and the Barbs is that the Barbs are fueled by what the artist is saying. If Nicki Minaj gets on TikTok and she says Rock Nation, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of her fans are then going to go on defense mode and attack mode to those artists and those corporations, those companies, whatever, what have you. So artists also have a larger responsibility than just to themselves too, because they cause other people to crash out on their behalf. And now the internet becomes an even more toxic place because of their fans. And just like, everyone has said on this call, it is something more. It can't just be, all of this. It could be pent up aggression from all of the years that she has been in the industry, but she's way more successful than a lot of the people that's out right now, because she has a fan base, a large fan base. She has the ability to still go on tour and do all of that. I don't know if she's still in debt. I know that she was in debt for a little bit. I don't know if she's coming up out of that. But at the end of the day, this is beneath an artist of her caliber, period. It doesn't matter, male or female. She wants to compare herself to men in the industry. It's below any male or female in the industry, period. And I can show her, for every example of a woman coming after another woman, I can show you an example of 20 great men who mentor artists in the industry and take them under their wing. So using that gender as a basis for her argument is weak, because just be a good person. It don't have anything to do with what gender you are. Just be a good person.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. She comes off like the type that she's not taking advice from nobody, and I don't know who she's not keeping around. Like, Or I bet you there's probably people who have left the team, kind of almost the holographics point of like, yo, Nikki, put your phone down, or like, yo, you don't need to be, you know what I mean? And she's gonna do what she's gonna do, you know what I mean? But like I said, I just think it's corny to the idea you got to go tear down someone else's achievements to kind of validate your own. You know what I mean? It's like, look, you've had a great career, and it don't have to be over, but these are the type of things that you're gonna make fans turn away because it's like this is bozo shit, male or female. You know what I mean? Like, so.
The debt part is sort of rocking my world right now with the amount of money that artists are charging for everything, shows, features. If you want to license that a Nicki Minaj song in a movie, a video, the amount of money that she must be seeing. I'm just trying to. How did she get into, like, what part of the world did she get into debt?
Too much going out, too much going. That's one thing they always said about women in because there's a lot that come with it. They say she carry like a $350,000 wig budget a year. You know what I mean? That alone is a grip. So
wig.
Yes, a wig budget. Yes.
This is
and we're not taking into account like if she has a private chef, if she have nanny services because she has a child, like she has a husband, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say, anything about him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the man, but he had legal troubles because he was punching people in the face. I don't know how much he's getting out of her salary, all of that stuff. So she got stuff going on, she got a lot.
I'm trying to understand because most families that got a husband, wife, kids, they making it and they able to stay and come up, with way less than what she brings in. So what type of expenses is she rocking with? Like the wig budget is nuts. Like that's crazy. But I get it, but damn, that just she needs some advice from some other people. Yeah. Stop listening to yourself.
Yeah. Well, let's make the pivot. To quote my man, C Styles, groovy movie. I feel like we could have probably played any track off that album, and I mean that whole album is dope. That whole album is dope. You know what I mean?
Can we play the joint with Nas, yo?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that too. I mean, that's why, like I say, that whole album we could play the one with Nas. I mean, Kendrick's bars is crazy. Everybody got off on that whole album.
I'm gonna say it. This album is a breath of fresh air.
Hell yeah.
Is a breath of fresh air. It was what we needed right now, especially in the summertime. Because a lot of young niggas is doing the wild out shit. Now we needed this type of balance right now for hip hop, yo, for real. Groovy movie.
Indeed.
I love that.
I
album.
agree.
I've been playing
I
it.
agree.
I haven't stopped playing it for real.
What up, Britt?
I just wanted to real quick, because I've been watching content and interviews and Tiny Desk and everything clips since this album has released. And he was on the Joe and Jada podcast recently, and I watched that. And I just wanted to say there was a question. They lost both of their parents, and I'm talking about Pusha T and Malice, and they lost their mom and dad 6 months apart. And both of them really when they talked about their prayer life, I really felt that because Malice says he gets up at 3:00 in the morning, goes in the closet and covers his whole family in prayer, cover everything in prayer. And I really resonated with that because this is what also brings substance to their music. This is what also makes them be able to have a whole album with no skips, and to be able to take their time and not have to push out content or music every 6 days to get people to pay attention to them. Because when you are talented and you do have the foundation and you're actually talking about something in your music, people get excited when you do decide to drop, whether you take a 6-year break, a 10-year break, whatever it is. And so that interview was really dope for me, even though I think Fat Joe really talks too much and he doesn't let his guests talk enough. But what they did have a chance to say about the creation going into this album and about their prayer life was really dope. And I just wanted to make that comment because that stood out to me.
I want to add to that. And another thing that they didn't do, they didn't adapt to what everybody else is doing. They stayed true to what they know and what they do, which is bust ass. I mean, that's all they do. They don't try to adapt to what the new shit is doing. Nah, that's not us. Why would I try to do something that I don't even feel in my heart? So that's why they stayed true to the hip hop and not adapted to whatever's going on now. Because you're not gonna hear Malice or Pusha T on no mumble rap shit. That's not gonna happen. So I'm just happy that they stayed true to their craft.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by the album because I think we had a consensus here that the first two singles that came out, you know, the Ace Trumpets, and we were kind of like, you know what I mean? Not really much swapped up, you know what I'm saying? But the album as a whole, fire. You know what I'm saying? C, what's up?
Yeah, I'll be the first to admit and apologize because I agree.
Yes.
We were listening to the first two. I was throwing hate. I was throwing hate because I felt like there's a level that they can reach that they don't always reach. But the album, they actually leveled up a lot. And shout out to the features, man. Everybody complimented what they did really well. And the rollout I thought was exceptional. People talk about how do you get the attention, crack the code. Well, they did a lot. They did a lot. They totally did everything they could in terms of hitting the right platforms, talking to the right people, and still staying themselves. So I got to give them props. I was hating. I apologize. I take it back.
Let's run another real quick, and then old school, we're going to come to you. Here. Nasir. Rocky Chandeliers. Yo, argue if you want, Nas is really the guy right now.
Yo,
Nas is really the guy.
Yo, he been that guy, yo. What he's saying. And then for Jim Jones to do all that shit, this just solidified you can't fuck with Nas. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from Queensbridge. I'm just saying that because that's my guy and it's a Queens thing. And listen, Queens get the money, man. You know.
Queens get the money. What up, old school?
What's good, Digiwaxx family?
The hat is fly, by the way. I got to give you props on the hat, no doubt.
Very delicious. Very
Yes.
That's an old school style.
That feel like you stepping out of that San Antonio heat right now.
Hell yeah, the sun, you can block the sun. The sun
I do it wholeheartedly just to say. Yep, yeah.
But anyway, I was just getting on top of what CL was saying, what he was saying about, the Ace Trumpets. When you first heard that one, it kind of sounded like, it was kind of, it had that flavor, but it didn't have the other ingredients, maybe, So this whole album put together is like a fucking chef's surprise, man. This shit is like this is the album of the joint. Somebody's got to top this. They put the scale, they set the bar on this one. So, that's all I got to say. But then I was listening to the album again yesterday, and Ace Trumpets, actually, when I listened to it again, I'm like, oh, this is kind of hard. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, right?
Every song on the album is you can't fucking deny none of them, man. Fuck that shit. This is the shit right here. Pharrell did his thing on this shit with the beats. Man, this shit was one of the hardest albums ever. They did wait. They bided their time and it came out and did it right. I thank these mugs. If I could thank them right now on the call, or hey, thank you guys for this shit, man. We needed this.
We trying to get them, by the way.
This is definitely one we're gonna listen to throughout the year. You know what I mean? This one is not going away. So
for the rest of the summer.
Yeah. No, that's what I say. Like, this is gonna be one of the ones that I think people are gonna go back and reference when you want to play some shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How music come and go so much. This is a whole project that was no skips. And I agree with you, old school. Like, I didn't even I forgot that was Ace Trumpets when I played the whole album. You know what I'm saying? So, Jay Stone, what's happening? I see you put a shirt on. I was like, yo, we ain't doing no shirts on the call, G. What's happening?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. Man, yeah, Clips, so I'm from Virginia, so that's one of my favorite groups, man. I heard the new album and I had been waiting for him and his brother to get back together. I listened to it like probably about 4 or 5 times. I'm loving the vibes, man. Like, they had dope features. Their rollout, the way they put it out and hit everybody's podcast and stuff was dope too. So I just want to say I feel like that's gonna be a classic album right there that everybody's gonna bump all summer, most definitely.
And if I'm not mistaken, your first project in 16 years?
Yep, first project in 16 years.
Yeah, that's the shit right there. D Skills, what's up? What you got?
What up? Your boy D Skills, man. I just want to say, man, that Clips album, like I said in the comments, it's straight classic, timeless. Malice and Pusha stepped it up. Yeah, they stepped it up for real. Yeah, man.
Right.
I agree with my boy Jay Stone, man. I'm happy they back together. I'm glad they worked out whatever they did, and I'm just happy they back together. And I like the first song they did talking about their parents dying like 2 years apart. I felt that from the heart.
Yeah, that was a hell of a way to open up the album, I thought. You know what I mean? I had to go back and listen to that a couple times and just see, are they doing a metaphor on that shit, or that really was about their parents? You know what I'm saying? So that was a hell of a way to pop off that album, you know? Did y'all catch the fentanyl references in this one? Because we used to them on the coke rap, but there was a few little fetty references in 2025. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That might be my only beef with them is that part of it. That's probably the only part of it. Like, y'all did good, man. You know what I mean? Y'all moved.
I mean, that's what they do though. See, they've been the coke rappers. They've been the coke rappers forever. You know what I mean?
And hold tight because Friday.
Oh, Chop the Screw is back in.
I'm Chop the Screw, goddamn. But I'm gonna say Friday.
You sound like this, Quantum League.
Yeah, hold tight.
Don't. Friday.
You trying to be a chop star?
The original connoisseur of coke rap is gonna be coming out, so don't forget that.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt.
No, we got that one going to we got you.
All right. New Music Wednesday. I believe we got our first guest jumping on if he's not on already, or maybe coming back. But let's play one more joint and we'll come to it. Check this one out, y'all. What you got, Big Red?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening? I just want to clear up something from last week that wasn't my song that was posted and played. Come on, man.
Come on, man. No, listen, I
couldn't wait till this Wednesday to clear that up, man.
I do have to co-sign. I do got to co-sign. I had another email from another Tim, and I took it as it was Tim Maxey. So it is my apologies on the shade and the whack ass song that was played. So I just want to make sure I clear it up. It was not Big Red. There was another Tim in my inbox that sent that trash, and Big Red's name is cleared. Big Red's name is cleared.
Thank you. I took a straight, man. I was like
hold on, how I get in this? Let's talk about especially Brittany in the chat. Just because I told
you ripped me one, Brittany. You ripped me one. You told me don't ever in life.
Let it cook.
Just because I told the truth. Y'all can't handle the truth on this call, and I'm starting to see why.
Brittany was like Ivan Draco in Rocky IV. She was like, if he dies, he dies.
She was shooting them 4 Bs on the.
Y'all want people to lie to you. You got the wrong one.
Well, I had the wrong one. I just want to make sure I clear it up. I had the wrong one in correlation to the song that was sent. Now, Red, you did send me another one, so I'm going to play that one.
Look,
you know what I mean?
Look,
so
I was being funny sending that one.
Wow.
What's up, Grove? Holly Grove, what you got?
It's good to see that Osiris is actually putting out music now, so you can stop owing everybody this $5,000 that he owed. Because it seemed like he owed everybody $5,000. He owed Drake $5,000. He owed Lil Baby. It's so funny because it goes to the clubhouse days, and I remember when niggas used to be gambling on 2K and stuff like that, and hear him like, because he just lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's a James song. I fuck with it. Let's it over.
Well, yeah. Nah. Like I said, I thought it was some play shit, some dope shit. Let's hit one for the summertime real quick before we get into our first guest. Shout out Swerve. See what y'all think.
Where the fans at? Where the fans at? Where the fans at? Give me one time. Where the fans at? Where the fans at? Where and it's rolling the fam. Oh, 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 got my boots on the ground. Yeah. Oh, 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 got my boots on the ground, baby. Wait a minute. Boots on the ground, kicking up some dust. Boots on the ground, kicking up some dust. Wait a minute now, where the fans at? Where the fans at? Where the fans at? Give me one time, give me two times. Oh, 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 I got my boots on the ground.
All right, all right, all right. Shouts to Swerve. That Swerve with the House Hop Soul remix. You know what I mean? I know everybody does their own edits. You know, want to play it for the crew. You know what I mean? Swerve, where you at? Swerve still in the car? Gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? I seem the chat is a little split.
Swerve hiding right now. He don't want that work.
Swerve hiding. He don't. Oh no, he on though. He on.
I'll be the bad guy. I'll go first. No.
I'll go first.
Oh well. You gonna say double no? No. Nope. Pack it up.
My brother. Nah. It's not a groovy movie on this one.
I see Swerve does got his mic off. What we talking about, Swerve? What we talking about, Swerve?
My remix is better. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm here.
Yeah, that wasn't it, Swerve. I'm sorry, brother.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
See. So here's my thing though. I feel like that could work in New York though. Like that version probably works in New York.
Nah. They don't even play the SNS version in New York from what I'm hearing. No, that
okay,
wasn't
okay.
Like you can do it. You can remix it, but so much. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's doing the remix, especially now that you can do it with the stems. So it's kind of everybody wants to do a remix to it. If you wasn't like the first 20 or 50 people DJs that did it, then it don't matter at this point. Like it's like and then it's I don't know. With the Slick Rick and the Soho Hot music together, I don't know about that.
Is Boots on the Ground still the song of the summer?
Certain places, I play my remix more than I play the original. So and
as you should.
It's more grown folks still wanting the Boots on the Ground than the younger folks that like it doesn't have the impact that it had that it used to have when it first came out. So.
Yeah.
It's dying.
All right. Miss Queen Bee, what you got for us?
Yes, I actually like it. I feel that if you are at a house, an event that's playing house music, and you're going into Boots on the Ground, this remix goes perfect. You don't have to play the whole entire song, but it definitely is fitting for an event that with house heads. See, you got to understand, you got many different people that have different parties. There'll be a soulful house party, and this would be perfect for a house party.
All I know, like when I say song of the summer, like white people have taken to that song. I'm seeing white women get out there on the floor and do that dance as well. So it's definitely made the crossover. What you guys see?
Yeah, I haven't seen a song that's bigger than it as a whole this summer yet. Maybe Mariah Carey's right on his heels. But other than that, Boots on the Ground is a must play, especially if it's a Black woman attended event. I don't know how you don't play that. It's sold more fans. And it's something to be said about how people are making more money off of products, or you have the ability to make more money off of selling products with music than music itself. I don't know how many fans were sold off of this song, but it has to be in the millions or hundreds of thousands. I'm just saying it's definitely still the song of the summer. The fact that people just clear the dance floor to dance to this record or get up, and I don't see that happening with no other record.
Yeah. So many fans have been sold, they've now been banned. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna be real about it,
really on the boats and stuff.
Yeah. Carnival Cruise has already banned the.
Carnival already banned them out of here. Like they yo, the fans is out of here, yo.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
There you have it.
And they banned hip hop. No hip hop. Period.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas act too crazy, man. Y'all get up there and start wilding out.
Is it that though? Is it that? Is it
That's
only
exactly.
wait
Yeah.
a minute. Hold on. Wait.
Y'all be trying to fight.
Wait, hold on. What?
And black women at that, Britt.
Wait,
Let's be
hold on.
real.
A lot of black women bugging
Wait.
out to
Wait, hold on.
that free liquor. Free liquor.
All you can drink, they get them.
Listen. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but it happens in other spaces too. I don't know. I don't like it
but maybe it's just happened on Carnival one too many times.
Maybe I want to bring my fan on a cruise. You know, not to pop it in nobody's face, not to beat nobody with it, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe I want to fan myself because I'm too hot.
But okay, fair enough. But maybe the point is stop fucking around and let's get our own goddamn boat line. Why do we keep on feeling like we gotta?
I mean, they tried Soul Place, yeah. You know what I mean? That didn't work. You know what I'm saying?
So the Soul Cruise.
I don't sell Carnival.
But they've had successful Rock the Bells cruise. So I mean, like, what's the deal for real?
Yeah,
you know
but I don't think that was through Carnival though.
No, and I think.
But still, there was no drama on the Rock the Bells cruise. You know what I mean? So
I think
it was an old school hip hop show though. It's the difference between the old school hip hop shows, which are peaceful, and the new school hip hop shows, which are dangerous. You got to understand.
Which wasn't it? And it's not even new school hip hop shows on the cruise, but let that DJ drop something, and you got the crew of 15 bachelorettes that's faded. It's gonna pop off.
I've been on the Rock the Bells cruise, so I know what it is. Like the old school crowds are peaceful and they just want to party and groove and have a good time. These newer cats, you play a certain record, they wanna fight and they want to have too much liquor in their system and do all types of dumb shit. But when you go to the old hip hop joints, they just want to have a good time and party and have a groovy movie, man. It's all peaceful.
Nobody fighting. Yeah.
Holly Grove.
You forget I DJ for the Sugar Hill Gang and the Furious Five, so I'm on a lot of these old school shows. So I see it firsthand. The old school shows are more peaceful than anything.
Agreed. Holly Grove was cracking.
Just want to chime in real quick. Boots on the Ground is undeniably the song of the summer. I don't see another song coming and doing this. So I'm going to say why. I just came from New Orleans a week and a half ago, DJing at Essence. You hear me? If y'all know, Essence is a festival curated for older black women. You know what I'm saying? For middle-aged black women, I should say, 35 and up. I did an event for Coca-Cola at the Hyatt, which is right by, at the Hilton Riverside, which is right by the Riverwalk, is right by the casino. It's like the last thing you come to going down Canal Street. I played that song 16 times during that event. 16. I've never, as a DJ, I hate repeating songs. And there's been songs I've had to repeat before. You know what I'm saying? I had to repeat back to back. I've had to repeat Step in the Name of Love back in the day. I had to repeat, Cupid Shuffles and Flex and all. I had to play this song 16 times. The only other song that I would say that came close to it was Flex. You know what I'm saying? And I played that like 6 times. But 16 times over a 4-hour period is fucking bananas.
That's a whole hour's worth. That's a whole damn 16 times is a whole hour's worth of the joint. That's crazy. But no, I do agree though, because like I said, I was in NOLA the end of May, and I heard that on every corner, mashing throughout. So, Miss Enzo, what you got?
Hey, what's up? So, I think it is a song of the summer, and not just this summer. I can actually see, and I see myself doing it, because I made a YouTube mix last year of Black Cookout mix, family friendly, so kids can listen to it with no cussing. And I thought about doing one again this year before summer ends, and I thought about adding Boots on the Ground, because I'm like, any cookout for here on now, any family reunion, they're gonna ask for Boots on the Ground, so might as well throw it in the mix. And about the fans thing, I did see that Carnival banned it. I might be wrong, because I half-ass read an article. I think they said they banned it for safety concerns, and I was like, that has nothing to do with safety. I think they're just tired of the popping, because some places they did ban the fan, because they say, I'm tired of all that popping. Stop bringing the fans in restaurants. Stop bringing them in clubs. You tired of hearing the pop. So I was like, if it's for a safety reason, it has nothing to do with safety. I think they're just tired of the popping.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with the success of the song, it's brought some drama. I guess a producer is claiming didn't get the credits on it, whatever, and
Yeah, I saw that. I was actually,
that'd be the music business, y'all.
This is why I be talking about with these independent artists that don't have their paperwork straight, but was so quick to get out here and get their record out. But if your paperwork ain't straight, you wouldn't have to worry about this going on right now. And so now you're getting all this back facts about, you know what I'm saying, nobody getting their points or nobody getting their credits on the song. You wouldn't have to do this if you wasn't trying to rush the situation and just get your paperwork done.
I'm going to cut you off. See, that's not the issue. The issue is, and it's petty as fuck to me. He's saying that when they're thanking the people that helped make the song, get the song big, like the line dancers, my sorority sister Tay Cheesy, she was real big in helping the song blow up. She's the dark-skinned slim chick in the video at the front, just dancing, like, cause she was one of the people with like social media influencers to really take the song and get behind the song. So what they saying is when they thanking all them, they're not thanking the producer. You know what I'm saying? And the dude's like, bro, you got paid. You know what I'm saying? Then when the song got hot, we went back and repaid you more, made sure you got all your splits and everything. So it's more about clout. You know what I'm saying? Which I can understand because as a producer coming up, if people keep saying it's like Metro, you know what I'm saying? If you're Metro, don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Once that tag came out, Metro was already doing the same, but that tag shot him up because everybody and their mama was saying it. So he feel like he's not getting the recognition for the record. But I'm like, bro, you got paid.
Regardless of you getting paid or not, it's just like the Grammys. When you get up there and get your Grammy, you got to thank the producer because the producer made your record hot. If it wasn't for the producer, you wouldn't be shit without the record. So yeah, I feel like you gotta. It ain't being petty. It's just giving me props where my props is due. Nigga, my record made you hot. So why wouldn't you thank me? You can't thank me for making your record hot. I gave you a dope ass record. Nigga, you wouldn't have had that record if it wasn't for me. So yeah, I think he should get all his props because
but you know, let's be honest, and I know some of us on the call, they know how it is when it comes to producers won't like you said do their paperwork right, so they don't get no points on the record. They just get a bag up front. And when a song blow up like that, of course everybody thinks they're entitled to more, but it's like should have got your paperwork right at the jump because you never know when a song's gonna take off. So with that being said, though, with that being said, let's get into our first guest. Thank you for your patience there. I don't want to jack up your name. AmpTrop. How we saying that, brother? Is you still there with us? AMP.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to come off mute. Come off mute, brother. Turn your camera on.
All right, well, let me play a joint while he gets the logistics work. Social media is the new streets. You know what I'm saying? Quantum, what's happening?
How's it sounding?
You still a little chopped and screwed.
Okay.
You can hear us in the background again.
So that was Locksmith featuring Joel Ortiz.
Yes.
That was called Closed Caption.
That was tough.
Yeah.
Produced by the Heatmakers. That was in a package I got this past week. So
yeah, I think
I want everybody to know he's from Houston.
You talking Locksmith from the Bay, right?
Light-skinned Locksmith. Either he from the Bay or Atlanta. I always get it mixed up whichever one.
No, he actually, if it's the Locksmith we talking about, he from Richmond.
Okay, so the one that
he's been on the call with us before.
One from Atlanta. Yeah. So yeah, that's who that was.
Okay. Well, heavy ball work, no doubt. Shout out Joe Ortiz on that as well. So fire. Good shit. How we doing, AmpTrop? We able to get the things worked out?
Yeah, I'm on here. It's AmpTrop. What's up with y'all?
AmpTrop, that's how we say it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, because I was tripping. So does the AMP stand for something though? Hello. Mic check. 1 2.
I can hear you now. My bad. I'm in the mall.
You're in the mall.
Yeah, I'm in the mall right now.
What you doing in the mall?
I had to give my son's birthday tomorrow, so I had to go get him some gifts.
Okay, you get a pass. You get a pass for that. Got to take care of the seat. How old's baby boy gonna be?
He turning 9.
Okay. Hell yeah. He on the verge of that double-digit midget. Uh-oh. Well, thanks for popping in. Bro. Like I said, Holly Grove sent your joint over. Wanted to have you a part of things, man. So if you can, like, you know, maybe sit down or something, or find a spot, because I would hate for the Wi-Fi to go out on you while we talking. You know what I mean?
I'm doing that right now, brother. We good.
All right. I think you put yourself back on mute though.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. All right, man. Well, like I said, welcome to the call, brother. Give us a little background. Where you from? Where you at? What's going down?
I'm from St. Louis. I just recently moved here to Houston about like 3 years ago. Been taking music seriously since for like 4 or 5 years. That's what made me make the move to Houston for a better opportunity, because I'm from St. Louis and it's kind of treacherous where I'm from. So, but I've been doing music all my life. I opened up for NLE Chopper. I opened up for Mozzie in St. Louis. So I got a nice following in my city, but it's not a lot of opportunity. So right now I just performed halftime on Saturday for NFL and NFL celebrity game. So I've been moving around, just trying to get my music out there. And I got a mixtape with DJ Holly Grove I'm working on, just all instrumentals, and it's supposed to be coming out early September.
That NFL, that was like the celebrity softball game or whatever?
No, it was in the softball game. It was a basketball game. It was in Pasadena, Texas. Yes, sir. Yeah, I performed with Lil Durag. I had Lil Durag with me.
Well, right on, brother. Well, he sent this song Selling coming in right now, which we're getting ready to play. Give us a little background on it.
So I just made this one day while I was just riding around doing what I do. That's how I really come up with my music. I put everything in my music. It's really a release for me. That's how I've been doing music my whole life since I was 13. So it always been a release. That's how I know it's my passion. It's my gift. So this just a part of a normal day of my life. Selling.
All right, word. Well, let's get into it, man. Again, AmpTrop hanging out. This the joint. So that's gonna be a part of the mixtape coming up.
Nah, that's a part of an EP that I got coming out this fall. I just signed the sync licensing deal, so I'm really in the process of like putting out more commercial and different type of music. But this is just something that I like that's really accepted to my fan base right now.
So when you say a sync licensing deal, some of these joints gonna be popping off in some films and stuff like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I just signed a partnership recently. So yeah, that's what I've been working on recently. I just also went to a Somatics event. Here it was down here in Houston at the Post on Monday. So that was a big networking event. And I tapped in with some producers that was from the West Coast and New York as well.
All right, so listen, little critique in the chat. People were talking about the auto-tune. Do you have that song done without auto-tune as well?
Nah, but that's like a simple fix, because I record at home and I send my producer, he in St. Louis, and I send him everything to mix and master. So it's like a real 1-2 step thing.
Okay, I mean maybe something to think about. You know, maybe go and hit it without the auto-tune and see what you think, because even Grove chimed in right there with the idea that maybe it sound better without it. So just something to think about.
Sure.
Are you a bit heavy on the auto-tune? You use that in a lot of your music?
Not really. I just experiment for real. Like I said, because I record every day. So this is just something I just, there was just something I just came home and did. So I really just do music kind of raw like that. I really experiment things on that nature, but I like using the auto tune because sometimes I like to harmonize. So maybe that's a reason why that, you know what I'm saying, it's something that I chose to play too.
All right, word. Well, hey, well, listen, the joint cool. You know what I mean? Like I said, maybe play with it and just see how it go. I know Grove, especially with y'all working together on this mixtape. Perhaps, you know what I mean? Try it either way, whatever. But
Definitely.
Aside from that, what was that, Grove?
I say yeah, definitely. Because like one thing about him, he has this thing he kind of does where he I don't want to call it whisper rap, but it's almost like that. You know what I'm saying? But he do it like with an aggressive manner. Like he got a song called Back In. You know what I'm saying? And he does it on that a lot. And I tell him he needs to stick to that more. I mean, I get it as an artist. You want to try different things. You know what I'm saying? But I really like him to stick with that. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you hear Back In, you be like, oh, this motherfucker jam. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I played the song for anybody, they've always said it was a good song. But we working, you know what I'm saying? He has a great work ethic. So, I'm always gonna work with people this anytime somebody is beating down my door, to work with me, I'm gonna want to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you two connect while you were in St. Louis, Amp, or you guys connected in Texas?
I connected with him in Texas.
Okay. Well, what's cracking, CL? What you think?
Definitely more of a banger for the Midwest South. Works for to me, serious not Shape 45, but Hip Hop Nation. It's in that vein. It's a street record for me. Something for the streets, clubs, strip clubs, that type of energy. The auto tune, the second verse, I felt like it threw me off a little bit more. Because I thought it was fine the first verse. It just feels like something changed right there. So if you have an engineer do something, maybe that's where that switch might have happened at. But my thing is this, if you like the record, you believe in it, you got to work it. You started here. You just got to continue on. You got Fleet DJs will be in Atlanta this weekend. I don't know if you're trying to hit that up. I know that out of Houston, you got quite a few things and clicks there that represent. And, I hope you're getting up with them. And try to do an event, something in Houston for the DJs and for the radio and for the people that the song can appeal to. Bring them together around the music and get more advice and make friends, man. It's a long road to winning, but it just takes one moment for somebody to catch on to something. I don't have to be the biggest fan of it, but it can still blow up and go crazy if you put the effort in.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Were you just talking about the Fleet DJ conference, brother?
Yeah, I was just mentioning to him that maybe he should if you can make it out there, I think that's another place to go where you'll have a group of influential DJs and people who have reach, not to mention coalition DJs do the Mondays. So shout out to C Styles who's on here. And you just never know what's going to come out when everybody goes to a city like that if you're going to work it. So I would just try to touch base. And shout out to Manny Faces. He just put the date in there, 17th, which is tomorrow, which is also my daughter's birthday. So shout out to you on that.
Hey.
To the 21st. So everybody will be in town. And if you can't do it, then create something in Houston. Create something in St. Louis. That seems like the two markets that will totally support you, being that you're from there. And if you're in Houston, Houston's a good city, man. It's a good market. I would find a way to continue to work it there by either creating my event or getting with a bunch of DJ events that are already happening.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And then Grove, I know you got the core DJ event coming up soon, right?
Yes, sir. September 4th through the 8th in Atlanta. Once again, we relocated because of the time that we originally had our conference schedule, or excuse me, our retreat schedule. They had the civil arrest going out there in LA, and we just thought that we didn't want to be insensitive to what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to come and party while, just like I tell people all the time about, when hurricanes happen in New Orleans, like cancel that shit because nobody wants to go and work. Like you're gonna get shitty service if you go to New Orleans after a hurricane and you down there partying because we don't care about partying. We're trying to get our houses back together. So people trying to get their lives back together. People getting stashed up left and right. So we just decided to move it to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We've done a couple of retreats in Atlanta anyway. That's almost like home base. You know what I'm saying? Besides Miami for the core. So
yeah. All right, Amp. Well, listen, man, thank you for joining the call. I'm going to let you go finish shopping over there for your son again. Happy birthday to little man tomorrow. Feel free if you know how to do the chat, or Grove, if you want to do it for him, drop in the IG or whatever right there so we can tap in with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One more thing.
So, and if y'all can, I'm sorry, excuse me. If y'all can tap in with my YouTube, I kind of put out I don't really have a style yet because I'm very versatile. So I got a lot of different different type of styles. But like DJ Holly Grove said, it's styles that you may like, and it's a style that he likes. So I do critique myself a lot. Like so I appreciate that which I said. And I take in consideration everything which I said, but I am an artist too, so I like to play around with different things. But I appreciate this meeting as well. So y'all be blessed today too, for sure. I'm gonna put my YouTube and my Instagram in there.
Grove, do you guys have a full DJ pack already set up for the song?
I got a DJ pack for back end, and I'll put a DJ pack. I think I can send it through Dropbox. Make it available for y'all.
Yeah, for sure. That way we give some placement on the site. Give us an opportunity for other DJs to give it their stamp and hopefully add it up in the mix too. So when did Back End drop?
Back End, that was the last record I dropped out of St. Louis with a prominent figure that had a BET connection. It was supposed to be on BET Jams, but that was around the time where BET was going through their legal things, so it never made it to BET Jams. But that was like a BET style video. That was like the last I guess you would say single club record that I was pushing. So I had models, actors in the video. So yeah, I would love if y'all check out that video as well too.
All right, for sure. Well, listen, I'll make sure Grove get that DJ pack for Back End on over to us. And again, like I said, man, if you can, or if Grove want to do it for you, throw your IG tag and whatever in the chat. That way everybody can tap in, man.
All right, for sure. Well, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day.
All right, man. Happy birthday to your son, G.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
All right, we're going to switch lanes, hit a little R&B action before we get into our next guest, who's got a little something special lined up for us. So peep this one out, y'all, and we'll get to Shazam Corner next. Check this out, y'all.
Definitely get the Groovy Movie stand over there, yo. I've been following Jane Hancock since he put her on that compilation album that he had dropped. When she dropped the record, it was a record called I Like My Weed, and that automatically became my national anthem. So Jane Hancock is definitely one of those dope ones. Our mixtapes was fire. Like everything she does is like magic.
She hasn't missed yet.
Yep.
Not at all.
Has not missed yet.
I'm just gonna say them Bay Area women is different, yo. Again, she out of Richmond. She out of Richmond, California as well. So but like I said, props to Snoop. This dude has got an amazing R&B roster over there, man. So what you got, Big Red?
Well, I listened to her album over the weekend, man, and I'm like, I was blown away behind it. You know what I mean? Cause Snoop, I'm with C Styles. Like, I Like My Weed. Man, that was a jam. And then they released one of the other singles off the album, and I thought it was fire. I'm like, this girl got something. Like, to me, out of all the tracks, I think she got about a good 8 good songs on her. I think out of 15. I could be wrong, but it's a good album, man. And it's more of a personal album. The way I see tell is like she's a radio DJ and taking in requests from people that call in. And I think it's dope that she related every song to every situation. And she's a pretty good artist, man. Real dope concept.
I agree. If y'all missed out on it, the title of the album is It's You, Not Me. Out now. Go check her out. Dope R&B flavor. Again, shouts to Snoop in that Death Row R&B situation. But let us welcome our next guest, man. Another legend in the R&B space himself. What's up, Mr. Shazam Connor, man? How you doing?
What's up? Shazam in the building, baby. How y'all doing today?
We are good, man. Much better than that. You here with us, H-Town in the building. You understand? How you living?
Hey, man, just out here working, man. Still touring all over the world, you know what I'm saying? Just dropped this new single, you know what I'm saying? That's actually number 29 on Billboard right now. So I want to thank everybody that has been supporting me. The new single, Throwback, 29 on Billboard, and we moving up, baby.
That's right. How's everything been, man, since you last joined? I think you joined us the last time with the one joint. What was it called again? Lickety Flip or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What was the joint?
You said what is it? Us and High Five? Or was it? I can't remember.
I forget. But
Strokey Dope.
Strokey Dope. There it was. Strokey Dope. Lickety Flip, Strokey Dope. You know.
You said you threw me out. Yeah, Strokey Dope. You mean now you said Lickety Flip? Yeah, Strokey Dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But how's things go, man? Congratulations on the Billboard placement. That's
yeah,
big. That's
number
big
29, man. We just hit
no Afrobeat right now.
See what this the deal. When I say DJ run this hit back, this a new throwback. The beat make it a throwback, but my vocals make it new because I'm saying something new on top of that throwback. You know what I'm saying? It's not the original vocal.
This is why I'm saying send the cash app right now, man. You waiting on it.
Hey, we gonna see. You know what? One dude sitting into my, you better recognize. And you know, he talk some noise, you know, but then people weren't really taking to it. They like it, but they wouldn't take. So you got, when you talk like that, you got to really bring it, man. You got to bring it. And one
what's
thing,
considered throwback?
Anything that's a throwback. You can do
90s,
Jodeci,
80s,
anything. That's a throwback.
Yeah.
80s, 90s, 70s, 60s, 50s. It's a throwback. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to you have to at least do 60 seconds, but you could do as long as you want, but at least got to be 60 seconds. And you can mix it in, not just with one song. You could do, like one guy did, he mixed it with some Michael Jackson. He turned around and mixed it with some this. You can start it out mixing it right here, and you can start it out. Now, one guy just did R. Kelly. But I say the more creative you are, if you can make it all fit. And I know sometimes that could take time. You can mix it with, if you want to just mix it with one throwback, if you want to start it out with some, whatever you want to start it out with, and then go into another throwback. But you
listen, man, my cash app is the real DJ C Styles. So
we got you.
You ain't got to keep talking no more. My cash app is
coming.
DJ C Styles. So let's get this going.
All right, so listen to the DJs on the call. I dropped the link to the assets in the chat so you can get started with it and run. But we're definitely going to get the blast right for you, Shazam, too.
Most definitely.
To get it to the entire network under Digiwaxx. Like I said, unfortunately, the site got hacked, man, so we'll put a little delay on what we was trying to do. But we're going to get it right for you, no doubt. Well, yeah.
We're back up.
Yeah. Go ahead, see.
No, I was saying we're back up. Everything's back. So
okay.
It was like a 2-day, people malware websites,
Yeah.
Nothing about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Did you get that? Did you get that exclusive?
I got it. Can we run it?
Y'all listen. Let me explain that to y'all. Y'all are the first ones. This song is being shot to every radio station in the world. They heard and they love it, so it's going out. But I was like, you know what? I brought this straight out the studio. I said, let me get this to Digiwaxx first. Y'all gonna be the first one to play this mix, and it's the Day Like It Slow mix. And basically kind of give you an understanding, but this will be on all digital platforms, all going to radio, and we're getting a great response already. So y'all gonna be the first one to really debut this song than anybody, the radio station, any other DJ coalition, anything. Y'all gonna be the first to debut this version. It's called the throwback Day Like It Slow version. The sample make it a throwback, but the vocals make it new. And this kind of give all the DJs an ideal to any throwback, but this is actually I just throw back myself. See, but I put the new beat on it. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. Throwback by Shazam Connor. The Day Like It Slow mix.
Let's run it. Digiwaxx exclusive. Shazam hitting the big runs again. They don't do the big runs like that no more, bro. They don't do the big runs like that no more.
Yeah, man. We trying to bring it back, man. We trying to bring it back. That 90s, man. Everybody love that 90s, man. You know, they don't make that 90s feel. It's a hard feel to beat, man. So I try to give a little bit of that back to my fans. You know, with H-Town still touring all over the world. You know what I'm saying? And the 90s, that's no era like the 90s, man.
I try to tell them. You know what I'm saying? We definitely have an elite era. You know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, listen, y'all, we got a Shazam Connor on. If anybody has any questions, want to get some props on the song. Again, the DJ challenge, the throwback challenge is in effect now. An opportunity for y'all to win some bread. I did drop the stems in the chat for everybody to get a hold on. You know what I mean? Miss Jeannie represent for the Caribbean. What's up, love?
Yes. Hello.
Yo, the bucket hat is fly too, by the way. The bucket hat is fly too.
Thank you. Bless up, Shazam. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, how you doing? Nice to meet you too.
Can I just tell you, not only is that a panty dropper, a panty wetter, just
you know, right. But I'm grateful that this is the sound that you're sticking with because we need it. You know, we need it for sure. Okay, so with all these line dances that are popping out, I would love to see a nice, sensual, slow couples line dance to this. Everybody got their fans. I want to see some nice little, you know.
Oh, you done gave me a good idea. We're gonna have to make that happen just for you. You know, how much you gonna charge me for that idea? How much you gonna charge me for that idea?
You know, I'm gonna charge you good music, more good music. Okay. That's the charge.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, man, I sure appreciate you the good feedback, and that's a great idea, man. But I appreciate the love, and it really excites me to still people enjoy the music and still love your craft. So I appreciate the love.
Yes. Thank you. Just keep it going. Big up yourself.
Thank you.
Big J Stone, what you got for us?
Hey, man, I just want to say I rocks with that right there, man. You a legend. I really mess with, you know what I'm saying, that record right there. I'm going to definitely get on that DJ challenge too, man. But my question is, how do you continue to push the MLO forward with your sound? Because I noticed you never lost your sound, but you're so relevant or whatever with today's music.
Well, you know, man, just basically, man, I think for me, you know, also continue to tour. A lot of times people think that we, you know, H-Town was a tour, but we still been touring all over the world, all in England and London, Australia, and just continue to keep putting music out no matter what it do. You know what I'm saying? So I always, some of my songs I put out that they kind of didn't see the light of the day, but I finally got to the point where, you know, I said, I'm gonna go ahead and start my own label, Shazam Music, and I'm just gonna start pushing my music to my best of ability. And I had to start back investing into myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell him, this is all independent. This is not a major label. And by me just kind of investing into myself again, it's okay. You know what? I don't have a label, so I gotta be the label now. So now I'm playing 5 roles. I'm the label, the producer, the writer, the executive producer. So I'm doing it all right now. And then I got a couple of young pups around me that kind of help keep Unc in line, kind of help keep Unc ears fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope, man. But like I said, you're a legend, man. I love everything y'all boys do. Love everything that you do. Continue to keep rocking, putting out good music, man. Be blessed.
Like I said, thank you, man. Thank you for the love, and I thank you for all the encouraging words. And it's always good to hear good feedback when you're alive. You know, a lot of times people want to tell you how good you are and how great you are when you're dead, but I like to hear when I'm alive. So I appreciate all the love that y'all, the good encouraging words. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, 100%. Give him the flowers while he here. You know what I mean? D Skills, what you got?
Oh man, Shazam, man. H-Town, man. Y'all some down south legends, man. I was born in 1988, and back in the days, man, when Knocking the Boots came out, we didn't even know what that meant until we got older. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, man, I just want to send my condolences out to you and your family. I know you just lost your brother, Dino, lead singer of the group years back, but what keeps you motivated, man? That's all I want to ask you. What keeps you motivated?
Well, you know, one of the things, man, is to keep the legacy of H-Town alive. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we lost my brother Dino, and to keep our legacy alive, and then also the fans, man. You know, there's a lot of fans, they just still enjoy the music, you know. And a lot of because for a minute when my brother passed, I kind of gave up for about 2 years. I just left music alone, didn't want to really sing.
I seen it on y'all Unsung.
Yeah, but the fans kind of brought us back to like, Shazam, no, keep going, blah, 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 blah. And then I started putting records out, you know, independently, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if it reached 100,000 people, whatever it reached, I start to look at those comments like, okay, that's 100,000 people, but they loving the song. So the fans kind of brought me back and then just encouraged me. And then with people, my brother, I dedicate every show to my brother. And like I said, the internet sometimes can be so negative. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I start to gravitate. I start to gravitate to the fans that said, "No, man, keep doing it," and encouraging me. So that's kind of what brought me back, and it gave me a second win, a drive to want to do music again. But you still got the haters out there too that want to say all these crazy things. They want to try to say things like we not human, but you know, it's all good.
What don't kill you can make you stronger.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what don't kill me. It made me stronger. And people like yourself and other people that say encouraging things, how they love H-Town and music. That's where I get my drive strive from, and I appreciate all the love. I thank you for that.
Yeah. I just wanted to tell you, man, shout out to you and GI and rest in peace to your brother Dino, man.
Most definitely.
Y'all definitely some R&B legends in the whole 90s game, man. And hope y'all come down to Greensboro and do another show, man.
Most definitely, real soon, man. Real soon. We love Greensboro. We always come there at least once a year. So we probably coming there real soon. I gotta check my calendar and see what's going on, you know.
Yeah, I think y'all supposed to be coming to Greensboro sometime.
Yeah, I think we're coming soon. So
I know y'all coming to Raleigh.
Yeah, we're gonna be coming real soon. Yeah. So I appreciate it, man, all the love. Thank you, man.
Yeah, salute to you, brother.
Most definitely.
What's good, CL?
Yo, yeah, man. First of all, shout out to you and the legacy. And the music is banging, obviously, and the thought behind it, whether it's the remix challenge or the slow jam, it's been consistent and really thoughtful and good. My question was more like, being that you're now in this label, manager, executive producer, writer, you know, you're doing everything for yourself. In addition to the music, have you thought about products to sell to go along with the music? Because it seems like these days music it does make money. It does garner royalties and things like that. However, a lot of people have been making money selling products that go with the music. So have you put your mind on something that goes with any of these records that, you know, could be sold, whether that's a book, a quick, you know, how to love, you know, downloadable PDF that you're selling for $5.99 or $2 or whatever the case is, all the way to a physical product? Have you put your mind on that?
Most definitely. I actually, my first Strokey Dough, I have a wine out right now called Strokey Dough. It's ShazamCarterWines.com. You can order it on there. So I actually, you know, I got a little wine to that song right there, and I'm working on getting merchandise, merchandise like H-Town merchandise and stuff like that, most definitely. But I do have a wine right now. It's called Strokey Dough, you know. And matter of fact, since you mentioned it, since you mentioned it real quick, I might as well show it to you. But I have a wine, and it's called that we just launched. And it's called Strokey Dough. You know, it got this is a limited edition. It got my face on it. It got my face on it. When I last time I came here, I did the Strokey Dough cigar. So you can, you know, I actually have that. I've been selling that, and it's kind of just been kind of like underground with the fans, my true fans. They buy it off the internet, and they get a special copy with my face on it. But yeah, most definitely, man, I'm looking at doing more merchandise. This is one of my first things I launched with the other single I had called Strokey Dough. I don't know if y'all said all that madness was going on with me and Raz B on the internet. We dance battling the Strokey Dough. So yeah, most definitely I'm working on getting more merchandise and stuff right now. But as of now, I have the new wine out, you know, ShazamCarterWines.com. Y'all can go get that off of there. Most definitely.
There it is. I just think it goes hand in hand. Shout out to Houston. Houston people are so you know, independent. You know, they make their own stuff and they will sell it. So shout out to Houston for that. That's what's
most definitely, man. Most definitely. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you all the love. And hey, get in that challenge, man. I'm excited to see what y'all gonna do on this challenge, man. I want to hear them mixes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like even with the touring too, Shazam, I mean, you should be able to work it out with these venues that the wine is like the official drink of the you know what I mean? Like just to push it some more, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, most definitely.
I'm sure a lot of these venues will do a split with you, whatever the case may be, or if it's the pour or whatever. But definitely just to continue the branding of it all, you know.
Yeah, that's what we're working on right now. We trying to set up a winery tour right now, and doing like some intimate. It's like 500 seaters, but it's intimate with the wine, and maybe selling. So we working on some stuff like that now. So there's like you say, there's multiple ways to make money in the business today, and those are some of the opportunities that I am trying to take advantage of.
All right, well, listen, let's talk on that outside the call, because out here my way we got an area heavy with the winery, and especially right now. People are outside heavy. So
they're outside.
If that's a real talk, man, we can get you some bread at a few wineries out here.
Let's do it, man. Make it happen. You my man, holla my man, and we're gonna put that together.
Yes. Yeah, 100. I'll talk to Chris about that.
Chris, talk to Chris. Yes.
What's up, Big Red? You cutting hair?
Yeah, actually, I'm about to cut my old man up. I had to pull up to the rehab center where he's located. But yeah, I had to tap in, man, before everybody moved on. What's going on, everybody? DJ Big Red Eye Dallas, brother
What's
Shazam.
up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, you got it, man. I'm gonna jump in that thing, man. So go ahead on. I don't have a cash app, but you can Zelle me that money.
Yeah. But I love to hear y'all talk. It's nothing like hearing DJs talk noise, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's almost like this is a DJ battle. So if you want to talk some noise, it's a DJ battle, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny to hear y'all talking noise. You the second one come over here talking noise. The first one said,
hey man, hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I gotta spit it like a living, man. But one thing is, being from Dallas, man, and being a Texas native, man, I just want to give you flowers, man, for
thank you
for helping produce a lot of babies in the 90s and making people think about their life choices, you know what I'm saying, on how to treat a woman, you know what I mean? So I just want to let you know that the song is real nice. I like the song. It's a jam, it's a bop. I see why it's growing, you know what I'm saying, the throwback. I like that. So, man, other than that, my main question to you is, how is it with your Texas roots that you got a chance to, that as a group, H-Town, got a chance to get in the light with Luke when you guys got discovered?
Well, at the time, man, we was in high school, man, some kids, and our manager at the time had a connect with Luke, and he was kind of in the game. You know, when I say the game, you know what I mean, the game. And he was trying to get out the game. And Luke had told him, man, I'm looking for a new R&B group, man. You put together a group, I'll get a group a deal. And so happened he heard us, and Luke heard us sing the song called Lick You Up. He said, y'all like some, he said, y'all like some baby Lukes. How y'all, we're 16, talking about, come on and let me lick you up. Come on and let me lick it down. We sung like that, and Luke signed us off that record. So just to make a long story short, Luke thought we were some baby Lukes, man. But we were singing that stuff. We were singing that grown man stuff, at 16 years old. You know what I'm saying?
And that right there, I want to tell you, that song, like, when I heard that song, man, on the radio, I was like, man, I had to look around, make sure my mama and them went. But that's some real good stuff. Thank you very much for taking my questions, man. I've been wanting to know how you guys got there, man. And again, more flowers, more blessings, and much to your success, man. Much more, brother.
I appreciate all the love, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yes, indeed.
Well, big up, Shazam. Definitely, is this going to be a part of any kind of? I know we're pushing the challenge right now, but are you putting together an album or an EP before the end of 25?
Yes, I'm actually putting together an EP. You know what I'm saying? I got an EP I'm putting together before the end of 25. We're working on that. We're also working on a tour, between a tour on myself and H-Town. We're doing, I'm still in H-Town now, everybody knows early, but I'm just working on a solo project. While I'm still young enough to do it, I want to, see how I feel to do a solo project. And then we're also working on some new H-Town music too, along with me and G.I. together. So, we got a lot on our plate right now, and we get ready to go back to England and tour the country of England again, because it's like they just love us out there. Like the fans out there, they treat you like you're Michael Jackson or something. They don't never, it's like they just, they don't, when you get a hit in England, it's like the love it's love over here, but it's like a different type of love over there. So, we're touring all over the world right now. So, that's what we're doing. It's coming. EP coming soon from Shazam Connor, though.
All right, man. Well, listen, many blessings, much love on an amazing career. Glad to see you out here still getting to it. Glad to see you still out here doing like your sound. You know what I mean? You definitely have one of the more like original notable voices in R&B. You know what I'm saying? So Throwback Challenge is what it is, everybody. Again, the stems is in the chat. We're definitely gonna get that blast out ASAP for you too, Shazam. So we can get more and more DJs involved. And like I said, I'm gonna talk to Chris off the offline and see what we can do, because I think the winery tour, man, would be super, super dope.
Most definitely.
I think the winery tour would be a super, super good angle, not only for the performance bag, but get that wine out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, listen, man, thank you for your time. Anybody else got any questions before we let
Thanks for having me.
Indeed. Okay, brother. Well, listen, like I said, we'll make sure we get that blast out ASAP. I'll
Yeah.
keep Chris up to date with all the details on that, man. And again, thank you for tapping in with us for sure.
Most definitely, man. Much love to everybody, man. Much love and respect, man. Peace.
All right, bless up.
All right.
You know what I mean? Everybody digging it. Everybody digging it. There's something to be said about.
Don't forget a King Ali, right, man? Put some respect on that man.
Without a doubt, Akeem Ali, no doubt. I think this is what continues to be the crazy question, you know, for music and fans and where we're at in the state of how we get it and all that type of stuff. Because it's like our demo, that's ill. You know what I mean? Like, does a 25-year-old get that song? Does a 23-year-old get that song? You know what I mean? Like because like I said, that's a timeless record. I would still bump that in like 2040. You know what I mean? And that's where, like I said, it's just I don't think this era's gonna fully understand it till they're like in their 40s and 50s and realize that, like, damn, this music's ass. You know what I'm saying? I just can't imagine coming, like, being. So I'll put it this way: I can't imagine like being born in 2000, right? 2040, you hear some Ice Spice and you go like, "Damn, that was the shit, wasn't it?" You know. This just me talking.
Hey, but you know what I'm noticing? And real quick, is it still screwed up?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna have to write it out. Chop the screw.
I'm just gonna have to. I don't know what's going on with this thing, man. Zoom did an update, and this shit been fucked up.
Yeah, it happened to me the first time it did the update too. I don't know.
What I'm noticing, there is a lot of younger. When I mean younger generation, I ain't talking about like 10 years younger than me. I'm talking about like in their 20s and younger that are listening and getting interested in a lot of quote unquote, if we talk about hip hop, traditional hip hop music. I've talked on here about Doom and like this phenomenon that I've seen people like younger kids going for Doom. I'm still trying to put together what might have happened, but I think that lo-fi movement, when these kids are getting online, they find the lo-fi algorithm and YouTube videos. I think that's how they're getting into a lot of this other music, because just in sprinkles, I will see a lot of younger folks talking about shit that I wouldn't think that they would be talking about in terms of at least hip hop music. So there is a shift happening that a lot of people are not seeing. I mean, obviously, you know, on a wider level, every kid you see is mainly listening to the same whatever. But there is definitely a contingent of younger audiences that are listening to something else that you would be surprised by. I'll say that.
Do you think there's a shift happening in which, like, you know, I don't want to use the word woke, but that they're maybe being more aware that, like, yo, this, like, just the energy off, you know what I mean? Or you got the homies around them getting killed, you know, due to the music or whatever. Or is it just, you know what I mean? Because I hear what you're saying, and I see it a lot of some of these reaction videos, and some of these reaction YouTubers are, you know, I mean, they're pretty popular. I mean, I've seen it so much, in fact, where they're like listening to Rick Astley, and they're like, "Oh shit, this is the shit," you know what I'm saying? Or they listen to some crazy shit, you know what I mean, from the 80s, and they're like, you know, and it's like that's how the you know, the new era like interacts with the music. So I'm just curious, like, what do you stem it to? Because are they looking for it? Is it getting playlisted? You know,
I think of it like this. Think of it like this. Like, I can say for me, like, if I look at me and just the peers that I was around, I'm not saying as a whole, the couple people I'm around. If we're in high school, in the late 90s, at that time, 10 years ago was literally old school, and literally 10 years ago, it was a completely different sound and all that. So if you had a few of us that were going back and listening to that and going back and listening to where the music was sampling from, I think it's the same sort of percentage and the same sort of mind state that you get from, like I said, that number of kids that's going and listening to what might not be considered popular in their demographic. So I think that's going to always happen. It's going to always be those that kind of color outside the lines, if you will, to find something a little bit more pure, a little bit, or just really just getting into the music itself. And I hate to say the word study because everybody says study these days, but they're literally trying to study the music, find out the DNA of where it came from. And that's the reason why y'all talking about clips earlier. I really didn't get a chance to chime in. That's the reason why stuff like that can work, because even though we're buying it and it's enough of us to buy it, there's still a younger generation that is interested as well and will appreciate it later on. So like I said, it's no different than your generation finding old breaks and finding out about that music that came before us, you know?
Yeah, and I think there's something to be said about the rollout for the clips. The rollout for the clips was super dope, where I think they were on enough of the platforms and having enough of their conversations. And I don't want to say the right platforms for the people that were paying attention, that it definitely brought, eyes and ears to the project. So there's definitely something to be said about that. What's up, Head Rush?
Well, just to kind of go along with what Quantum was saying, first of all, what's up, everybody? Hope y'all having a good week. But to go along with what Quantum was saying, I was watching one of those podcasts, I guess you can say, where Cat was one of those younger producer was kind of trashing OGs and trashing our style of music, right? I feel like them doing that and being, how can I say, naive to what the art that puts money in their pocket, and they say, oh, your music is trash. That forces their peers to go listen to the music just to see, oh, well, I wonder if he really trash. For example, one cat, he's a sports blogger, right? Everybody said MJ was trash later on in his career and LeBron is a GOAT, blah, 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 right? He was like, let me look for myself. So he went and watched MJ's last season with Washington and found out that his opinion was like trash. He was just like, oh, dang, I was wrong. So I feel like a lot of these bloggers and some of these younger cats that do the content and talk about how our flavor of music is trash, that pushes their peers to go find out for themselves. And then they go do their own research and find out, wait a minute, this music from back in the day, early 2000s, was really killing what we're doing right now. So let them keep talking, let them keep trashing it, because all it's going to do is force their peers to go listen to it. And, like you said, study, research, and find out for themselves. And now you have this new wave of kids. It's like, I like MF Doom, or they like listening to my guy out of St. Louis that did his Tech Nine. You know what I'm saying? They like those other artists that's like underdogs to us. And they looking at them like, these are the people that we should be listening to. You know what I'm saying? So they're not being fooled anymore.
That's Kansas City, by the way, Tech Nine.
Yeah, thank you. Kansas City, yeah. But these kids ain't being fooled no more. They doing their own, they listening for themselves and they finding out, hey man, these OGs ain't stupid. They know what they're talking about. Salute. That's it.
Yeah. All right, let's check a record, y'all. We were originally going to have another guest, but they had pushed back to next week. So we are here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to CL again, comfortable back in the crib. You know what I mean?
Feels good.
Yeah, it was weird seeing you in the basement, man. I was like, what's going on?
Back in the basement. Yeah, this is like.
Look, he's all relaxed, though.
For those that was asking what the sample was, it was Sherry Dennis, I Love You.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was not a bad
with
boy,
Fab.
Yeah, but whose song was that?
Fab was on that with her. Sherry Dennis and Fab, wasn't it?
Sherry Dennis and Jim Jones.
Jim Jones. Okay.
Wait.
Sorry,
Fab.
She was not a bad boy.
But the record the record though is Asha McLean. She's actually a young little light skin out of New York. See?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That shit was hard. I like that.
Yeah. No, super dope. Yeah. So Asha McLean is her name. I'll put it in
McLean.
Yeah.
Asha McLean. Wow. Definitely got the groovy movie stamp for real.
Yeah, it's a record.
The name of that song is Yoga, as she said in the hook. You know what I mean? You got me twisted like yoga.
Yoga. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, because that was the original one. There was like, I love you.
Yeah, Sherry Dennis.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Raymond, you got the DJ pack?
I got the DJ pack for that. I would definitely send it over to you.
That's hard.
Get that one up there. Indeed. But yeah. I good little summertime vibe. I mean, in that as well. So you can get away with that at the day party. Oh yeah. No, for sure. Good little remix. I meant to play this one last week, but we ran out of time. Check this out, because we are seeing and I don't know if we credit Kendrick, but definitely freestyle, making a little run back. So y'all are familiar with Jeezy. They were originally part of the group Shoreline Mafia. They unfortunately had a member who got shot. But two of them have now come back together. So Shoreline Mafia is back together. They're out here out the West Coast. So that's the name of the song, Rockin'. That one's getting some love out here on radio and whatnot. Like I said, Kendrick kind of kicked off a little run because I've been hearing other songs that are sampling freestyle. You know what I mean? So, but that one's getting some love out here on radio, which is again still tough to do. You know, so. Any thoughts on the record? Y'all fucking with it? What's cracking?
I like the hook. I like the hook more than anything, but shout out to freestyle. It's it's a sound, man. It's a sound, and it's a part of everybody's childhood. You know, at least me. You know, we 77, so you know I remember you know all of the freestyle joints. Yeah, I liked it. It was cool. It's cool.
Yeah. I know we got new Raekwon coming out this Friday. New Raekwon album gonna be dropping. Nas is on that project too. I'm gonna just say, like I said, Nas. So before I go into this rabbit hole, they're alluding to new music from Jay-Z coming out, and I'm sure y'all saw, you know, Beyonce got jacked in Atlanta. Some are saying potentially some of those new Jay-Z records on there because, you know, he popped out with her at the show. But some are talking maybe an On the Run part 2, 3, whatever, you know. But it's going to be interesting to see if any of this music gets leaked because she got robbed while performing. You know what I mean? So somebody's got their hands on some unreleased files.
So she had a big ass weekend, I'd say about 4 or 5 days out here in Atlanta, right? And it wasn't her, it was her entourage. It was
Can y'all hear, see?
It was a hairstylist. It was
okay.
It was a hairstylist. There was a couple of other people that was in the car. They left the shit in the car. You're not supposed to leave nothing in the car. You automatically gonna get broken into. That's the #1 rule out here. Never leave your shit in the car. And that's what they did. They left it in the car. They went into the store. First of all, they should have left it at the hotel. They shouldn't have brung it outside, period. That's a lot. A computer, 2 hard drives with exclusive music. It was I think it was an iPad with all their tour stuff information on there. It was a few things they took, but the bulk of it was the computer and the two big ass hard drives with the exclusive music.
Do we maybe allude to an inside job? Did someone get a bag? Hey, yo, go Pete, we got the shit in the car.
I don't even know, but I know the city was crazy this whole weekend. Like this weekend, they had everything going on here. They had the Beyonce concert. They had WWE here this weekend. They had the All-Star game here. It was just crazy weekend.
Well, the All-Star game ain't happened yet, has it? It's been all the festivities, right?
Yeah, just the little festivities they had here. It was the pre-All-Star. But it was definitely some joints that was going on at the Brave Stadium. So it was
hold on. The All-Star game happened yesterday.
No, the whole weekend.
I thought it was the Derby or some shit like that. Yes,
yeah, the Derby. That's what it was. It was the Derby. My bad.
The All-Star game was yesterday.
But the Derby
was the weirdest All-Star game of all time because it ended in a tie, went into the 9th inning, and then in the I guess the top of the 10th inning they started doing like a home run derby type of thing. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's how they was trying to break the tie?
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, what is this? But yesterday, I was shocked too because I just happened to walk into the bar and I'm looking, I'm like, AL versus NL, and it was on. So I know it was definitely like the Home Run Derby, I think, was Monday.
Makes sense.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to what y'all
Derby, but the Derby was all weekend. So they had a whole bunch of stuff going on at the Truist Stadium. But overall, Atlanta was packed with everything going on in the city.
That's so wild that we're just in the space. There's so much going on in the world. Nobody even knows about what used to be like a big thing. You know what I mean? But then again, I don't know. I don't really keep up with baseball like that. So, what's up, Miss Britt? What you got for us, Cherry?
I was just saying more to the point of Beyonce's information being stolen and stuff like that. I definitely don't. I do think that it could have been an inside job because of all of the cars out there. I mean, this is a concert. It's all of these cars. Like, why that one? And then I listened to the 911 call, and I think it was like, I don't understand why he would have that information because I thought he was a dancer. So I'm like, why would he have that information and not the tour manager or not like I don't know if obviously.
But I understand it was 3 people in the car. It was 3 people in the car. They wasn't at the concert. They was at a store. They was at a parking. There was a parking deck that led to the store, and they went in there to grab a couple of things out of there. So it didn't happen at the State Farm Arena because security and everything over there is real strict, especially for parking.
Okay.
So it didn't happen at the venue. It happened at the store, like somewhere else during the daytime, like before the show even came on.
Yeah.
Why would the dancers have their new music? Are they rehearsing? Like, what are we doing here?
They must be rehearsing for something
They were
because
supposed to be rehearsing, but they also had more information about the tour and the dates, and there's a whole bunch of information that was in there right along with it was all in the computer. And
I guess I don't understand them having the brand new music, like, because I understand them having the music that has to do with the current tour that they're on, but unreleased music, unless she's planning to release it soon and they have, or debut something at, one of her stops. But it just kind of seems, I don't know, it just seems a little odd to me that the dancers would have access to this information and that it's not like, hopefully it's password protected so that at least there's another layer of security, or that they could somehow disable something so it doesn't leak. I hate when music is leaked. I hate it. I hate when the Kendrick verse was leaked on a Clips song. I hated it because it takes away from you as a fan or a listener enjoying the music how it's supposed to be, listened to. And I don't get why somebody would find any pleasure of doing that. But anyway, that was just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, but I think that was the thing. They were saying that whatever was on that computer was for possible upcoming shows. So even the unreleased stuff, that's what I heard in terms of just answering why they would have had it.
Yeah, that's what it was
for show purposes. Yeah.
Man.
Nobody
and CL.
Nobody
by the way,
that's why it's important to encrypt your folders or use an external hard drive and then encrypt that with a password. That way, when you plug it up, you got to enter a password to get into it.
Now, CL, by the way, if I go to the site and I do click on DJ, I do get a 404 error. So
yeah, they'll probably be still restoring stuff. They'll be testing it.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure you knew.
Okay.
What? Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, let's run another record. A lot of music came out, y'all. Justin Bieber dropped an album.
Travis Scott. Does he got something coming?
I think he kind of has to now the way the Clips been calling him out.
Good point.
I think he had already been teasing something, but now I'm sure there's going to be a record that will be based around something. He's gonna try to address, but Travis Scott, he's not that guy. He can't rap.
He already did.
He already responded.
Yeah, I guess he has some project called Jack Boys 2, but like as you can see, if y'all don't even know it's out, that kind of lets you know.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that it had actually dropped already.
Is it out? Is it out?
What I saw, they was doing projected sales. I thought it maybe. Listen, that ain't. I can.
I know. We know. You ain't got to remind us. You ain't got to remind us.
It is out.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
What's the name?
That is nuts. That is nuts. Peep game, y'all. I like it. but it's a whole minute 29. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Britt? Could you even, is that song even long enough to catch a vibe to?
Okay, all right. Okay, I know it's very short, and that was my only grievance with the song. This is Gold Link. This is Aventador from his latest album that came out in May, and the name of the album is Enoch. And okay, the production was Kaytranada. So that's why I loved the production on it, and I love Kaytranada. And I was like, oh, okay, I think they're working together. I think we're gonna do something. And then you have heard him on the radio with Crew, with Brent Faiyaz. That was like one of his biggest hits there. But I really, really, really wanted him. I wanted him to stay in this vibe. This is a winning vibe for him. The song is very short, but it is a song on the album. It's not an interlude. It is a song. And so, yeah, that was my submission. But Aventador, Gold Link.
Yeah, good record.
Good
record. Like I said, a whole minute 29. I gotta loop it just to enjoy it again.
You might as well play it again. Play it again.
Listen, if that fool was censored, y'all would have thought that shit came from me. That shit was popping.
Look, I know I like ass shaking songs. I know, and I get on y'all about that Hotep ass music, but
it is an interlude.
At the end of the day, I do know good music, y'all. I really do. And yes, it is very short. I said that was my only grievance with it. The production is great, and I think he needs to stay in his bag. And I don't know. Check out the album Enoch, Gold Link.
All right. So that's actually a part of a whole album, though.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is a track on the album. It's not an interlude. It's an actual track. I know it's very short, but part of the album.
Is it him and Kaytranada throughout the whole thing, or is it just that particular one Kaytranada's a part
I
of?
think it's just that one particular song. They might have another song on there that they're working together with, but that song stood out to me for the production because before I knew who produced it, I was like, oh, the production on this is hard. Then it was like, okay, it's Kaytranada. It makes sense. Oh,
Word.
Look, Quantum. I was making a joke, okay? But anyway, yes, check it out.
Hotep music.
Did y'all sound go out too?
Technical difficulties. Let me get it right for whatever reasons. Coming out of Oregon of all places, Nia Grace is her name.
Yes.
If you rock with like Cleo Soul and that type of thing, you'll dig a vibe for sure.
That is definitely a groovy movie right there, my brother.
Yeah. That's off her latest album right now, just dropped.
And the one before that was Jay Don. So he came to New Music Mondays, and
nice.
I'm working with him. So that's the single that we pushing.
Yeah. That's so. Can you confirm he signed to Usher's label?
Yes, he signed to Usher's new label. Yes, he is.
All right. Yeah. No.
So
he's definitely one of the ones. He feel like the new reinvention of JB.
Nah, he got another dude that another artist that sings too. That's coming right behind Jay Don. They working together too, and Jay Don writes all of his songs. He writes all of his songs, so he wrote that record too.
All right. I'm gonna play this joint because it looks like we got a little surprise guest on. B-Tip, you still here with us? I don't know if B-Tip's still on the call, but check this one out, y'all. And shouts
in
to
the mix.
That's right. Shout out to Nutty P Beats checking in. Check this out, y'all.
Digiwaxx.
What up?
Go ahead, Nutty P. He got it.
Yeah, I'm just here with my little nephew, so what's good, everybody?
Dope record, though, brother. That's you on the production or what?
Yeah, that's me on the production. The artist is also a songwriting duo and production team called Dog. They call me Dog and Reese. They from Baltimore, Maryland.
They call me Dog and Reese. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you out the west as well? You in Long Beach or what?
Crenshaw District.
Okay. How did you collab with cats in Baltimore?
Well, actually, I got a whole album called The Foundation. I met everybody that's on the album. I met on Clubhouse.
Wow.
So for everybody who think that Clubhouse is just talking about whack 100 and all that shit, showing you that you could get together with people and make some stuff happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Is Clubhouse still popping? I completely deleted it off to my phone.
No, it's still popping.
Clubhouse had a moment. For sure.
Yeah, it's still popping.
Wow. They making real music connections on there. I'm not mad at it. Super dope. So did you actually get in the studio with these cats, or is this all you shooting out beats and they getting it done?
Some of them I did. Some of them actually they worked out of their house or hit the studio themselves and did it.
Very dope. And you said the project is what, the Foundation?
Yeah, it's called The Foundation.
And it's out now?
Yeah, it's out now. It came out on Juneteenth.
All right. Very dope, man. Very dope. I'm not mad at it. For anybody, if you look in the chat, if you like that record, B-Tip dropped off the DJ pack in the chat. Grab a hold of that. You know what I mean? But congrats, bro. That's a good record.
Definitely appreciate it, and I and it's cool because I just want to give a lot of these youngsters a chance,
Yeah.
A lot of them complain, saying that there's nobody for them. Me myself, I dealt with that growing up in this industry, and so I didn't want, a lot of these youngsters coming up the way I had to come. I had to go the long way, So, I want, and I also give them the business knowledge of, making sure that they go with ASCAP, BMI, dealing with MLC and music reports, make sure all their music is put together so they can make their music just not on the streaming, they got other aspects of where they could generate money, and trying to get them into the sync placements now too.
So what is Clubhouse